In this video I have 3 beautiful but simple piano melodies for you if you're a beginner at the piano. I will play the first one right away, which is a little bit more melancholic, but I also have 2 other melodies for you throughout the course of the video. Okay, so let's get started with the first melody. So small but so nice. So we have several things here at once. We have a great finger exercise, but we can also learn a few beautiful things on the piano and even your first melody. So even if you never sat on a piano before, and by the way, if you're brand new and really a beginner at the piano, check in the video description below. There you will find my free starter lessons, my famous piano crash course for beginners. Yes, many of my subscribers are part of it. It's a great community and you'll receive well-organized beginner lessons by email. Thoughtfully designed. It's a lot of fun and we definitely have a great time in the piano community. And of course, I'd be delighted if you stop by as well. It's absolutely free and you can stay as long as you like. Okay, but alright, let's get started with our melody. Okay, here first of all in the right hand, we play this. So, maybe it looks simple, maybe it looks difficult for you, but you can definitely do it. And that is, by the way, all there is. Yeah, we repeat this little melody in the right hand again and again, only the left hand changes. So we start with a thumb on the A. And the A is here. So if you have 3 black notes here, go to the middle one, then right to this white key, that's the A. Put your thumb on it, and then we place the other fingers on the adjacent white keys next to each other. The index finger is on the B, the middle finger is on the C, the ring finger on the D, and the pinky finger on the E. Be careful, even if it looks easy with me, the likelihood that your fingers somehow stand up like this, yeah, especially ring finger and pinky finger, is very high, yeah. So that's totally normal at the beginning. So take all the time in the world. First, imagine you have an apple in your hand, yeah, the fruit, and then place your fingers like this on the keys. Then play with your thumb and take all the time in the world. Then with your index finger with a pointer, middle finger, ring finger, ring finger, and now pinky finger. Ring finger and pinky finger are weak fingers and they sometimes like to stick together. But you know what? If you do this a few times now, very slowly, and it's absolutely fine if you do it slowly, as long as you repeat it very often. And be careful, I mean a minimum of 20 times, maybe even 50 or 100 times. It takes only a few minutes, but then you will notice that it will get better and better. And the thing is, this is just your first day. And maybe the first time you sit on the piano. So if you sleep on it, your brain will continue to learn for you while you sleep. And the next day it will already be better. And after a week, it will be much better and much better. So, but be careful, there's one important thing to consider. Please be careful here with your forearm here. Do not tense it up. If you tense it up, definitely stand up, get out of your seat, out of your piano, shake your arm. And if it hurts too much, definitely stop. Otherwise, you can get a cramp. This is no fun and you are out of action for a few weeks on the piano. Such cramps in the forearm can occur more often, especially at the beginning of your piano journey. So don't let that discourage you. But you should be very careful with it. Shake it out, loosen your arm, relax, take a break, and possibly stop for the rest of the day. Okay, so that's the only thing. Otherwise, you can repeat this very often, and really speed doesn't matter. Take your time. It can be very, very slow. And if you mastered this, then you mastered the right hand. Congratulations! Let's move on to the left hand. The left hand also starts with the A. So we take the 3 pack of black keys here, go back to the middle one, then to the white one on the right, and we play this note with the thumb, and this is our A. So now let's play both hands together. Both A's together, thumb and thumb, and then the right hand continues playing alone, upwards and back down again. So that's already the first round. All we do now is the left hand no longer plays the thumb, but now plays the middle finger, plays the F. Yeah, and let's do the same together. And right hand alone. So that was already the second round. In the next step, the left hand moves from the middle finger to the pinky finger. Oh, and that's mean in the left hand. The pinky finger is the weak finger, especially in the left hand. So the pinky finger now plays the D. Yeah, and again the same. Relax your hand, both hands together. And the right hand continues to play alone. Up and down. So, and that was already the third round. So, after the third round, the right hand finally plays the C with the middle finger alone, and then the pointer plays the B with the with the pointer finger. Yeah, only these two notes, C and B. C alone and B. C alone, but when the B plays, the left hand plays the E with the ring finger. Yeah. Like this. Okay, so watch out, I play everything very slowly together. First, from A. Two, 3, 4. Now F. Two, 3, 4. Now D. The pinky finger. 2, 3. C on the right and E and B together. 2, 3, 4. And a little faster, it looks like this. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, C and E and B. So I did 2 more important things. First, I pressed my foot pedal. So if you have 3, it's the right one. If you have only 1, that's fine. So that means when I press the pedal, the notes keep playing even if I'm not pressing the keys down anymore. Yeah, they keep playing because my pedal, I just pressed my pedal. So how it works when I play the melody, I press the pedal, now I start playing. Now when the left hand plays the next note, I release the pedal briefly and press it again immediately. Now. And when I say it now, like my foot went up and down again. So now up, down. Yeah, so for every note in the left hand, also now. Always when the left hand plays a note. Now. 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 But important, you should only play with the pedal once you can play the melody very, very well. Yeah, so be patient with this. First play the melody, then add the pedal. Okay, so that was the first thing I did. And the next thing I did was I added some feeling. And in fact, I didn't count as much, yeah. And I didn't pay attention to whether everything is in time. And I did this very consciously for this melody. Instead, I started softly and became louder and also somewhat faster. So I start slowly and softly and louder and faster. Louder and faster. And then again softer and slower again. And it goes a little part back and back together, yeah. Then it breathes a little, preparing itself emotionally for the next. And on. Yeah, so you're basically singing a little with that piano. Yeah, and that's what makes it so beautiful. Well, okay, I've played it a couple of times now. We are now moving on to the next melody. I hope you have a lot of fun with this first one for now. And again, really, take all the time in the world. Yes, you can practice with this video over several days. You can always come back and practice the other melodies on another day, but maybe you are just in the mood for playing the piano and do all the melodies in one go. So, why not? Okay, let's move on to the next melody, which is the following. That's it already, but you can also keep repeating this one. And as you can see, I'm getting louder and then softer again. Just to add a bit of feeling, and that's what the piano is all about, right? So, this melody is in a major key. It's not as melancholic as the previous one. Yeah, major keys are always a little bit more, sound a little bit more cheerful. And we start in the right hand with a C major chord. These are the notes C, E, and G. To find the C, this time we took a pair of 2 black keys. Go to the left one and from there to the white key to the left. That's the C. And the thumb goes on it. So then we skip the next one. Play this key with the middle finger. That's an E. Then we skip another one and play the next key. That's a G. So relax your fingers and our chord is complete. C major. So when we do, then we do this alternating pattern here, this one. So be careful. This is something you should repeat at least 20 times, at least, or even more. So E and G together, middle finger and pinky finger. Yeah, but only with this little finger. Yeah, with the pinky finger, it's a challenge. Yeah, at the beginning. Yeah, to have both of them to really play evenly together, not like this. Yeah. Then alternate with the thumb on the C. And you can repeat this very, very, very slowly. Yeah. And then your brain will also memorize this movement, yeah, this pattern over time. And even if you do this now very, 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 very slowly, even slower than I do it right now, over time it gets faster and faster and easier. Yeah. And it's also important to relax and loosen your arm in between. Yeah. Please don't forget this. Okay. Now try to hold the pedal, the foot pedal, and it sounds a little bit more like this. Yeah, no pedal and with pedal. So that's the first chord. The next chord is an E minor chord. All we do is move the right thumb from C, one note down, to B. From now on it gets easier. But first, let's play our pattern C and G and B with the thumb. The movement of this pattern, the hand movement, is the same as before. That's great. Yeah, only the thumb move down. And then you can try alternating this like in this step. Yeah, with the pattern before, E and G with C, and then E and G with B. Yeah, you can play it slowly, do it at a speed that is okay for you. Feel free to pause the video so that you can take your time to repeat this nicely. Okay, in the next step, all fingers move up one wide key. So from these notes up to these notes. This is the F major chord. And this is also played 4 times in the same pattern. And finally, all fingers move one more wide key up. Whoop. That's the G major chord. And that's already the 4th and last chord. So again, we start with C major. Then the thumb goes down to B. Then we let go of all the keys, but be careful, the hand remains as it is, and we move all fingers up one wide key to these 3 notes, C, F, and A. That's the F major chord. So let go, gently lift off the keys, keep your fingers in position, then simply move your hand up and you'll be on the G major chord. By the way, this can be an exercise without playing, moving your hand between these keys without somehow squeezing your hand together, yeah, when moving up, yeah, but keeping the hand position. So you can try this out now, yeah. It will definitely make it easier for you to play it like that, yeah. You can go here from this E minor chord to F major, G major. I know it looks a little bit strange. Yeah, but this can be your next exercise. Also, slowly. Yeah. And by the way, it's fascinating how the brain works. When you keep your hands, yeah, like this, and now move up here and really play the correct notes. Yeah, take your time. And when you repeat this now 20 times, or better 50 or 100 times, then you will be able to do this even with closed eyes, because your brain simply remembers the distance between these keys. And yes, that's motor training, just like you learned how to walk, how to stand, how to sit. Yeah, you'll now be able to play the piano blind at some point. Yeah, in fact, much of what professional pianists or also piano students ultimately do, whether consciously or unconsciously, is playing the piano blind. Yes, because you usually don't have the time to look at everything your fingers are doing, yeah? So, you learn that from the beginning here. Yes, simply this distance, and then it will get much faster at some point. Okay. So, long story short, the alternate pattern is added to the right hand. But you got this movement pattern already, this hand movement, yeah? From the C major chord. And you bring this pattern to all the other chords. Okay, so then the left hand plays C with the pinky finger, E with the middle finger, F with the pointer finger, and G with the thumb. With both hands together, it's the C in the left hand and E and G in the right hand. So attention now. Then the right hand plays alone our alternating pattern 4 times. So together, 2, 3, 4. Attention, then the left hand plays again. It goes up from C to E with the middle finger, and the right hand again E and G. 1, 2, 3, 4. Attention, then the right hand goes up and the left hand plays F with the pointer finger. Attention, the top notes on the right, on the F, on the left, now together. And then the right hand plays the pattern 4 times again. And finally, the right hand goes up again and the left hand plays the G with the thumb. Together and right hand alone. 3, 4. And by the way, even if it worked super well, just the right hand alone before, yeah, now when you add the left hand, it feels like you're starting all over again. And that's completely normal, yeah? That's perfectly fine. That's how it is at the beginning, but repetitions are the key to happiness, yeah? Yes, keep repeating, and you will notice it will work as if by itself and even blind, yeah? And then at some point, you'll be able to add dynamics, yeah? What I said before, getting louder and quieter, and then the whole thing will sound like this. Yeah, and that was our second melody. Let's move on to the third melody. It goes like this. And repeat. So this is our third melody, which is in the key of C minor, and I played it a bit higher, yeah? We had the C major chord in the second melody here, and attention now, let's move the hand 1 octave higher. This is also a C major chord. It can be found quite often all over the piano, yeah? So all we do now is bring the middle finger here from the C major chord down to E flat, this black key here, and this turns the C major chord into a C minor chord. Ooh, the sound of minor. And we play the notes of these chords in the following order. Attention, because this is actually our main exercise for this melody. We start with the middle finger on the E flat, then play the C with the thumb, then the G with the pinky finger, and back to C. What's actually happening here is that we alternate between E flat and G, Yeah, but always play the C with the thumb in between. Yeah, this makes it easier to remember. So attention, E flat, C, G, C, E flat, C, G, C, E flat, C, G, C. Yes, you can start practicing this E flat G, E flat G, E flat G. The challenge with the pinky finger on top is already big enough. Yeah, so this, I recommend only playing these two notes. And if this goes well, then in the next step, always play the C in between. E flat, C, G, C, E flat, C, G, C. Wonderful! I can promise you that it's worth repeating this many, many times. Even it's a little bit of a headache at first, but when it eventually works so quickly, yeah, it's beautiful. And you can hold down the pedal. Yeah, without pedal it sounds like this. And attention, with pedal, this perfectly blends the harmony. These notes simply harmonize very, very well together. And when you hold down the pedal, they connect even more and harmonize even better together. So all we do in the left hand is play the C in the first round, the B flat in the second round, and the A flat in the third round. One round is always this: E flat, C, G, C. One more time, E flat, C, G, C. That's one round. And both hands together play as follows. The left hand always play together with the first E flat in the right hand. So now C right and so now left C and E flat right, both together. Then the right hand continues playing alone. Now comes the second round. And this time the left hand plays B simultaneously with the E flat in the right hand together. And otherwise everything's the same. The right hand continues playing alone. Then the third round, the left hand plays A flat along with the E flat in the right hand. And one thing is special here, the right hand plays twice as long this time. Yeah. So this time E flat C G C 2 times more. Okay, I play everything together slowly. So C and E flat together. Now B flat left. Now A flat left. And the right hand 2 more times. And a little faster, it sounds like this. So I think it's definitely worth sticking with it because the melody is just very, very beautiful. Well, these are the 3 melodies, 3 little songs that you can keep repeating and repeating all over again. And by the way, in the long term, you can make much, much more out of them. And I have lots of tips here on my YouTube channel. But the best overview, the best walkthrough is definitely if you get my free piano crash course. I link it down in the video description. We start there with some nice beginner lessons, piece by piece, and then maybe take small steps that everyone can do that will bring you to the top of the mountain, to the top of the piano mountain, yeah? And you will get there too. You will always get some cool lessons for free sent to your home. It's a lot of fun, and I would be really happy if you join as well. So the link is down in the video description. Maybe we'll see each other right there in just a few seconds, yeah? In any case, I'm really looking forward seeing you again.